Top of the morning to you. It's Thursday the 20th of August. It's 10:15. Temperature's about 13. The summer's gone. There's a buddleia, all no blooms on it. The blooms are largely gone. Here's a gladioli, a late one. And Virginia creeper's almost off. The leaves didn't last long. Always disappointed at the end of summer, I really am. All the brightness and blooms and butterflies and bees. Until another year, until another spring. But anyway, like Chris over in Yorkshire, I'm trying to think ahead, and I'm looking at this this self-made planter. Made this, I don't know, 5 years ago out of old pallets. It's done well, but it's under pressure. It's only a question of about another few weeks, and look, this is all, the soil's gonna burst out of this. Anyway, so what do? You go into the shops and look for a planter of this size. You pay 60-70 quid. Here's another alternative. If you've got friends throwing out old boxes, blanket boxes, whatever, or you've got some yourself, you know, in the garage or on the roof space, cluttering the place up, why not think about recycling them or upcycling them, or whatever the fancy term is. And this is what I've been doing with these. And this box here, I don't know, held blankets, and I have given it a coat of that grey paint to fit in with the other planters, and it needs another coat. So what you do is, as well, I've lined the floor and made holes in the floor. I've lined the floor with plastic and put holes in it for drainage, and I might even, I don't know if I'll fill that with soil. Possibly will, because it won't be too heavy. But if you have a big box like this, I'll have to do another coat of paint on this. If you have a big box like this, you know, when you fill this, you're not going to be able to shift this box. So what I'm thinking of doing is, these are off an old bed. I'll cut these in two, and I'll set them in here, so they'll be about, I'll do it round so that they fit in, obviously. So if I cut them off, you know, somewhere about here, or maybe even further up, so that they're deeper, then that means I only have to fill this box. If I make a false bottom, you know, put bits of wood across and make a false bottom on this, then I won't have to fill this box up with, you know, if it's only about 6 or 7 inches down, then the whole box is not going to be filled with soil and weigh a ton, and you'll not be able to shift it. So I'll consider doing that. So this is my wee job for this morning. I've already given this a coat, and I'll give it another coat, and then I'll line it, or then I'll do my false bottom and see how that works, and then I'll line it with plastic, and then I'll fill what's there with soil, and we've got two good planters. And if you were paying, if you're looking to buy a planter, you know, of this size, you know, you'd be paying really 90, 100 quid. So that's what I'm going to do. There's wood I could use. I could cut that wood. That was used to divide a room or something or other. I could cut that, and that could be a false bottom. Dead on. And I see a wee mouse running about. I see a wee mouse. I'm nearly sure I saw a mouse. I have to watch that. Don't want mice coming into the garage. Okie doke, let's get on with it. So there you go with that one. I've even painted the supports in underneath it, because that's where the water will collect. And there's the wee shrew there. And he's gonna go into. Let's see where he went. He can get into the garage. He was a shrew. He's got a long nose. There he is there. Look. For goodness sake. I don't want a shrew coming into my garage. But, so that's the first one done. I'll start on the second one now. Ah, dear. Suppose you can't stop shrews and mice getting in. You don't want a rat. So, that didn't take too long. It's rough and ready, but I mean, you're only going to be putting soil in it. It'll look okay if you don't look too close. But better that than going to the garden centre and paying big money for a planter. So I'd encourage you to do a bit of recycling or upcycling, whatever the term is. Old boxes, don't throw them out. I've taken the lid off this one. There's the lid sitting in there. Didn't expect to see a shrew this morning. It is getting colder, so they will be looking for places to go. And garages are our favourite spot. Anyway, let's get on with this. Just an added tip, I'm using an old chair to sit down and do the painting. That's why I've got the boxes sitting up on my tables. Saves the back, you know. You don't have to bend over, the back gets sore. Sign of old age as I come up to my 72nd birthday, would you believe? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Time passes so fast these days. So not a wee tip, get yourself a chair and take the strain out of doing this. There you are, job done. Well, for now. So that's the second coat put on that, and what I'll do, whenever it's dried, I'll come out, I'll turn it upside down and do the underside to protect it from sort of rising damp and all the rest of it. So rough and ready, but hey, save you nearly 100 quid on a planter the size of this, maybe even 200. I don't know, the price of planters has just rocketed. You do get boys, you know, building them in their garages and selling them on, but you know, why pay money whenever you've got the old blanket box? in your own home. So, upward and onward. Oh, aye, another wee hint. You want to do, do some more painting a day later or 2 days later. Wrap your paintbrush in cellophane, and so that it doesn't go hard on you, and you don't have to stand washing it out and all the rest of it. Okie dokie. Hope you're good where you are. Sorry to see autumn coming along. I think autumn came early. I think the seasons are a wee bit. The seasons here in Belfast are maybe 3 weeks ahead of what they should be. But anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing the wee Shrew as well. That's a wee bit of a surprise.